Hi everyone, welcome to Crypto Gaming and DeFi. After talking about a lot of crypto games in the past, today I want to bring the DeFi section to the channel and talking about Pancake Swap and kind of a strategy which is basically you can use with any swap site basically, but today I want to just talk or just have an example on Pancake Swap. So it's basically kind of a long-term strategy, but yeah, I think it's kind of interesting, and then I kind of stick to the plan of this. So theoretically, we start with 1,000 euros. So first of all, if you're not familiar with Pancake Swap and DeFi um, in general, so DeFi basically just means decentralized finance, um, and decentralized finance basically means exchange without a counterparty. So how DeFi works in an example of Cake BNB is basically there is a liquidity pool where anyone can stake Cake and BNP in the same dollar amount, so like 500 euro Cake, 500 euro BNB. You put it in the liquidity pool, a different amount of Cake, different amount BNB, but basically $500, $500, and then someone can trade or use the funds in the liquidity pool and can trade or exchange Cake to BNP in the other way around. Basically, what we can see here is that liquidity of $276 million are in the Cake BNB pool. So yeah, it's pretty hard to drain the liquidity out of the pool, I think. Yeah, and if as a liquidity provider, you will benefit from a small percentage of the trades. When people trade, there is I think a 2.5% trading fee, and all the liquidity providers will share those 2.5% yeah, in their based on how many funds you put into the liquidity pool. So that's kind of interesting, and basically here you can see it's an APR of 38.8%. There is such a thing as a impairment loss, which basically is not kind of a loss, but um, yeah, I will have another video on this if you're interested. But basically, it means if you have Cake and you have BNP, it kind of always equals each other out, and if one of the assets just rises in price, holding the tokens in the liquidity pool, you will not make as much money as if you would just hold the tokens in your wallet, and that's basically called impairment loss. On the other hand, you can look at it like selling the token which is rising in price and buying the token which is lower. So in a case of Cake and BNB, where you think that both kind of rise and fall together, the impairment loss is negligible. In a case of like BNB and BUSD, where one is stable and the other one rises, the impairment loss is more. But on the other hand, if BNB falls in price, you would have not lost as much as just holding the BNB. So it goes in both hands, in both ways. So yeah, but you should know if you put your funds in liquidity pool, you should understand what's an impairment loss is and how it will impact the value. But yeah, in the long term, even in a liquidity pool, so just look at a liquidity pool where the assets are basically um, correlated to each other, not like USD or a stable coin and a token, which are not correlated, but Cake and BNB, most of the time they go in the same direction. So impairment loss is not that much of an issue there. So putting let's assume like putting 500 euros of or $500 of Cake and BNB in the pool, which is a total of 1,000. Then you will get an APR of 38.8%, and in this section you will see how many Cake you will earn. You get the in this case on Pancake Swap you will earn cake token, and you can basically claim your cake token anytime you want. And then another interesting thing on Pancake Swap are the pools. So these are the farms which always which basically represent a liquidity pool, and then you have pools where you just can stake your cake token, either in one of the cake pools where you will get like 63 API, or you can stake your cake token in one of the other pools and earn altcoins. So for example, you can earn Froyo or BSW, which is another swap side GMT, which is a pretty interesting project. They published the game Step or Step N, so have a look at that. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, XWG and so on and so there are quite a lot of token which you can earn, and the APR is at 58, so it's fluctuating, but it's 50 to 60%, or rather 55 to 65%, and you will get those tokens, as you can see in this case BSW, and you can basically claim those tokens at any time as well. Now another interesting part, basically, if you for example earn Froyo, the Froyo token, there is a farm of Froyo and cake. So basically we can have a look here and say Froyo, and you see there are two liquidity pools. One is Froyo cake and one is Froyo BNB. Both are APR of about 106%, so it doesn't matter where you put your money in, except of the liquidity, which is higher with the Froyo and BNB pool. So the idea is basically to use the cake BNB pool. As I said, put $1,000, $500 cake, $500 BNB into the pool, get APR of 38% in cake, use the cake to put it in your pools, or in the pools, and earn one of the altcoins, one of the project tokens basically, and then use those tokens excuse me, those tokens earned, and put them back into the farms. So basically, if you don't want to put any further money in it, you just can sell half of your earned tokens, in this case in cake or in BNB if it's for you, put it in the farm, you will earn cake, and yeah, then you can use the cake earned basically from the initial cake BNB and the new farm, and then just repeat the game all over again. I was looking at this just to calculate what will be the outcome of such a such a venture basically. So assuming we start on the 1st of April with $1,000 into the cake and BNB liquidity pool, after 1 month you will get $32.36 as interest in cake. Using the cake and putting it in the pools with 57%, then you will get $1.54 in the first month basically, and then use this $1.54 to put it back in the pools and earn other altcoins or project tokens basically. What will happen if you do this? In the first month basically not a lot, you will earn $32, and after 1 year, let's say 1st of April 2023, you will have a 50% gain, which is not that bad for 1 year basically passive income. You only do this on the 1st of April, 1st of May, so it's like 1 hour of work every month. And after 1 year you basically have a 50% return without any price fluctuation. So if crypto is rising over the next year, you will make more than 50%, so based on the numbers today. So I'm not a financial advisor, but that's how I look at things, and then basically what I do. So, and if you just keep doing this every month using the interest earned and putting it back to work, after 2 years, we're looking at 2.5x your money. And if you just skip ahead in a time machine of 10 years, after 10 years you will look at $440,000, which basically you made out of $1,000. So that's the possible outcome without any fluctuations. So if in the next 10 years crypto will go up and the tokens you choose will go up, you will make more than 400, or you will have more than $400,000. But that's basically the thing you have to do if you follow this strategy is basically choose the right tokens to put your cake to work, or put the token to work, and then if yeah, selling those tokens if the project is not working out as expected. And basically that's a way how to put $1,000 to work, and in 10 years time have $500,000 available basically. I think I like the strategy. I mean, it's a long-term strategy, but if I talk to myself in 10 years, asking if he wants to have $500,000, I think he says definitely yes. I used as an example, I used Pancake Swap, but basically there's also biswap and babyswap, which can be used as well. So those tokens are those swaps are basically yeah. So those are the three on the Binance Smart Chain which I like the most. There are more. Feel free to check it out, but yeah, I'm using Pancake Swap, biswap, and babyswap for the strategy. So far so good. So it's quite successful. I mean, you're risking $1,000 and then just have to wait and do 1 hour of work a day, a month. So yeah, hope you find it interesting. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Happy to answer any of them or all of them. If you liked the video, smash the like button. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.